How many times in your life have you heard Sat-Chit-Ananda? So, Sat, that lives for a long time, as I said earlier, that Sat means long lived, Asat means short lived. Those are life forms. Chit, Chit is consciousness, and Ananda, Ananda always you translate as joy. Today I will talk about Ananda. The reason is that it is so mysterious, and Hinduism is all about fractal. Any word, any letter, any concept you take, and you go inside, within and within and within and within, and it will be an infinite journey. And you will understand the whole universe inside even a single point. That is the philosophy. We will test it out today. How truth is it? Really? Can I take just one word, Ananda, and discover the whole universe within? Can we start with the sound of the and find the whole universe full of Ananda within? So Sankara's commentary, if you read, he strictly says Ananda has nothing to do with emotion. It's not an emotion. It is not joy. It is synchronization of the self with the pure consciousness. So when you feel it, then you can synchronize yourself with the Brahman. And that repeated cycle, when it happens, it's Ananda. So that is why the Nanda word was first time beautifully used in Natya Shastra by Bharatamuni. And what he tried to argue is that Nanda, the, you have to find, that is Damru or Drim Drim, the synchronization sound. And when that resonates, the later is related to resonance. Ananda, A is beyond. As you know, A, these two letters of Sanskrit, in the first two letters of Sanskrit, they talk about beyond. Like my name is Anirban, beyond Nirvan. Nirvan is an event. When there will be any event or any happening, any physical reality, any Maya, any spatio-temporal dynamics, and you want to say beyond that, then take that letter, put a O in the front, and then you will get it beyond of that object or a spatio-temporal dynamics. But when there is a pure cognitive experience, that, and you have to go beyond that cognitive experience, then you say not o. O is for object, a is for cognitive experiences. So Nanda, the beyond Nanda. So that's why you will find that Ananda is absolutely related to the Brahman, the eternal vibration. I need to synchronize with that one. So then I get Ananda. It has nothing to do with emotion, perception, cognition, or something, because we have to go beyond, and then we have to realize it. Just like I said that Saptarshi Mandal and Muni Vasishtha and Arundhati came into picture, that it is one of the most fundamental thing of love, and then it became part of Hindu culture, and the fundamental culture of marriages were born between 1000 BC to 600 BC. During this region, several literatures came out, and Arundhati became as an integral part of Saptarshi Mandala, and their union became and defined every single culture of Hindu marriage. Similarly, 400 BC to 480, this 800 years was when Ananda dominated the Hindu culture and Hindu society. So Hinduism was not born in a day. It cannot be born in a day. It is a fractal, and it is a continuous evolution process. And Hindus continuously nurture, like milking together, and then go there. So Ananda Vayashat, in Brahma Sutra, you can find it. So Abhyashat. And whenever you find this kind of region, this is, you remember onion, okay? Then it is very easy for you to understand. For example, 600 BC, when when Akshavata Gautama was talking in the Naya Sutras, he was talking about architecture of confusion, Sandeha, and how to get inside Sandeha to understand everything. He used the word abhyashat. Samana aneka dharma upapatteha vipratipatteha abhastataha cha. Abhastata. And again, you find in 400 BC to 400 AD, these 800 years, then Hindus are again getting abhyasa. Again, onion is needed. Earlier, onion was needed, that wherever you were seeing confusion, take it out, take it out, take it out, like onions, layers after layers after layers, and finally you get nothing. Similarly, you have to get into the cognitive experiences of Nanda, cognitive experience of Nanda, cognitive experience of Nanda, and then you reach the finally. So that is the Brahma Sutra. So that means that abhyas tatahacha. So you go inside and inside and inside and inside of beyond this cognitive experience. It's nowhere, but it is everywhere. So that is another foundation of Ananda. But this particular culture, this particular way of looking into Ananda, or going beyond cognitive experiences, was 400 BC to 400 AD. Also, remember that 400 BC and 400 AD is also a time when the tensor, the rank 3 tensor of Sanskrit, I explained in Sanskrit videos, that rank 3 tensor means singularity, duality, and plurality, 3, past, present, future, 3, and 7 karakas. So 3 cross 3 cross 7, this rank 3 tensor transformation of every single letter that was introduced in 400 BC. So imagine that rank 2 tensor is a two-dimensional tensor. Okay, on 2D surface you can write, but rank 3 tensor is you have to write in a 3D surface, and then that was introduced in 400 BC by Panini. And in Panini's grammar, or every grammar textbook, if you see, you will say go gabo ga bo gamo gabo ga gaba gaba bum gabai. So when you say when kids are taught like this in Sanskrit, basically they are teaching you the matrix 3D rank 3 transformation, all the protocols, so that you can take a letter go cow, and then you transform into every single situation and every single context. So that transformation was happening, where we are going for two-dimensional tensor to higher dimensional tensor, because two-dimensional tensor you will find in the pre-Vedic era. It's shocking and surprising that Hindus took so many years, up to 400 BC. What were they doing? I was just thinking, why did nobody came up with the concept of rank 3 tensor? And pre-Vedic era, they had all this kind of 2, 3, 5, 7, this 4 primes, and then coupling them together and create a rank 2 tensor to understand the correlation between different kind of concepts and creating a map. And that's how they progressed. So until entire Vedic era, then there is no transformation. And then say 200 BC to 400 BC, within 1600 year, there was a huge transformation from 2D tensor to rank 3 tensor. So this time, when mathematics was getting its grip into higher dimensional or hyperdimensional space, in that time, Ananda took also a revolution in its conceptual advance, where it said it doesn't matter how many layers you go. It is not in any of the layers, but when you do it layer by layer transformation, in the journey it is. Now you see, there is a similarity. When Hindus defined consciousness, one of the 5 definitions, I have already made one video on 5 definitions of consciousness. In one of the definitions, you have heard that journey through Lokantara is consciousness, right? So this kind of conceptual transformation happened from 400 BC to 400 AD. Ya bhai bhuma tat sukham naipe sukham nasti. Huh? Chandogya Upanishad says that if you go to the infinity, only then there is sukham, happiness. Otherwise, there is no happiness. Bhumaiva sukham, bhuma teva vignasitabhyaha. So, uh, if you can go to the infinity, and Bhuma is infinity. You may think Bhuma means what? Uh, and and Bhuma, Bhu means soil or something. Ma is creation, and that is creation of soil or where what that creates. If you go there, only then you can realize the infinite happiness or beyond cognitive eternal bliss. And if you don't go, then then you can't get it. It must be known. Vignashitabhya. If you don't know it, and then if you don't know the infinity, then under any circumstances you cannot go there. So 7.23.1 is the place in Chandogya Upanishad where you can find that it is argued that infinity is the ultimate level where you can realize eternal bliss or eternal happiness or ananda. Taittiriya Upanishad 2.8.1 says, Ananda Brahmano Vidvan, the Vidvan who knows that Anandam is only in Brahmana, na vivheti kutaschana, fears nothing. And you know that Ram Thakur Ramakrishna told that who gets Brahman, Brahman is not eaten, spoiled by anybody. Whoever gets Brahman, he fears nothing, nothing, and can do anything. Raso Bhaisa Tatriya Upanishad. That is rasa. So with that we end 3 minutes 33 seconds. Do you know the time? Yes. In the back of your superchiasmatic nuclei, the cyclic rhythm that you have from cosmic experiences. Hmm? In the 1960s, it was discovered circadian rhythm, and that rhythm is 3 minutes 33 seconds. Why we Hindus practiced and understood this for thousands of years and used it for meditation to synchronize and cyclic synchronization with the Brahman, that is Ananda. Did you get? That one point we enter and we experience the whole universe within